Good afternoon. How's everybody doing today? Max is on one this afternoon, so I apologize. He's barking. I don't know why it's doing that. It makes no sense. What up, Mr. Ponzi? How'd you guys doing today? We have us a salad. We were going to do the eggs, but, you know, to be honest with you guys, I'm pretty starving. So the eggs weren't going to cut it again. So now we have a Chick-fil-A salad that we're going to eat while we stream here. Hey, why not? We got a grilled Cobb salad with grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato, cheese, eggs, apples, bacon crumbles, and corn and black beans. Oh, that's what we have on the salad. So sounds like a lot. It's only about 500 calories, but it's more filling than the eggs will be. So yeah, that's what we got. Give you guys a little preview here. Give you a little preview of the salad. Little preview. There she is. There's the salad. A little fat-free honey mustard on top. You know. What up, Yvonne? Little fat-free honey mustard to top it off. Oh, if I can get the fork open. I can't even get the fork open. I'm struggling with the fork. Oh, there we go. There we go. We took a little trade right there at the end of the day. I was planning on coming back for Power Hour. I fell asleep, but you can see this imbalance kind of worked out here. Left that imbalance, pushed up, eventually came back to it. But right at the end of the day there, we left this imbalance, so I shorted here from 35 down to 28. Nothing crazy, but took a little winner there at the end of the day to get that account up 130. So what up, Yvonne? What advice do you need? You want to take Parvitator account? Started to rewatch your stream with Tio from this morning. Couldn't make it in the morning. Yeah. It was pretty fun, Coach Fred. What up, Smokey Bear? What do I think we do at Open? Erico? I mean, I'm still bullish, but let's look at the higher time frame so we can kind of get an idea. Yvonne, I think Take Private Trader is a good account to have. What do you want to know? Again, we can mark out the previous. We can mark out this close. We'll leave that there. That wick now there at 923. We took this level out. I mean, it would not be shocked for us to open up and kind of push back down and rebalance this 15-minute gap here. We can kind of structure our bias maybe off of this gap. So we could use this gap here to kind of structure our bias, I believe, on the 15-minute there. CQG or Rhythmic, you love Quant Tower, but I want Trading View. Then why don't you just chart on Trading View and execute on Quant Tower? That's what I would do. Chart on Trading View and execute on Quant Tower. Yeah. That would be what I would recommend. Yeah, the imbalances worked out pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and turn my turn the camera off here. You know, I don't want you guys seeing me eat the salad over here, so you guys have the ability to screenshot. I could be put in awkward positions. What up, Curd? You know, vacation starts Saturday, so I can't, I need to try to lose a few lbs before Saturday, you know, to fit into my Speedo. Chinese sticks? No. Eating with American sticks. American sticks, not the fancy ones. We call it, AKA, a fork. So I don't know. We will see kind of what happens at open. We are on we're on Bulenox, so you guys know how the open goes with Bulenox. Sometimes a little where it doesn't want to kind of place the order, so we'll probably wait a couple of minutes before we decide to place an order. Let me disconnect it and reconnect it right quick before the market opens. You're in a short and don't like it? Oh, man. What are you short in? You holding short through the close? It took a minute for it to reload. All the stuff is like reconnecting here over and over. Connection lost. Connection lost. Trades, CPI, I mean, there's definitely, it depends on really what price does pre-CPI. We'll see, kind of like, you know, do we take out more liquidity lower first? Typically would think like, you know, if we trend lower before CPI, I think it's going to go up. Or you open it 1 hour before it closed. I mean, short, I don't hate it. Probably okay. So we kind of see kind of what happens. You gonna pass some evals? Let's go. Yeah, I do want to send some evals. That's tomorrow, right? CPI tomorrow? I think it is. I may have to get up early and do a little early stream. Got about 3 minutes here to open. Didn't do too well today on the bot trades, but that's all right. You're going to have days like that, right? You got to take the good with the bad. Guys, I don't know what's going on with trade day, like why people aren't picking up the accounts with them, but like $60 all in for a 50K account, pretty solid. Is there something that I'm missing with trade day where reason why people aren't really picking up the accounts? Like I mean, we've had some sales, but not a ton. Yeah, maybe just not a ton of sales. Okay. But $59, no activation fee, solid deal there. Use code MM for that. I didn't know if there's something I'm missing with them. I don't know. I need to get this salad down here. The party is indeed about to start. What do you guys think? Do we sweep down kind of into this area? It's kind of what I'm thinking, but that would be nice, but I think it pushes down S-Bigs, but I don't know. Let's see. All right, no real gap here, but we are pushing down. There we go. It's kind of what you want to see, a little pushback down here. Just take some of this lower liquidity. Didn't sweep down there yet. Yeah, I think up 2 bigs. I'm just thinking I would like to see a sweep lower to go up type deal. That's what we're looking for. Still pushing lower here. I would normally try to short here, but I don't have the account yet. 23,005. Yeah, it looks like a good level. A little wick down there, right there at that level. I mean, I'm thinking even lower. I'm thinking this gap down here. 985. Thinking even lower. I don't have an account. Let me try to disconnect one more time. This is the first 15-second candle here. Still just holding inside that 15-second range there. Kind of a weak open here, which, you know, it's kind of expected lately, right? All right, we got our account now. Do we push lower here or what? $6 already, Black Phoenix indeed. It looks like, we'll see. You the man, Dylan. You the man. Let's get it going here. I don't want to be too crazy today, so I'm going to try to be a little more patient. Is this the first second 15 second? Oh, I missed it. Did break down 9 points. Hit the like button. Let's go. Thinking about shorting here, but was considering a short. Maybe I'll wait for something a little more obvious. All right, see what happens here. First 5-minute bar put in here. Trying to get the salad 8, guys. Sorry if you guys can hear me crunching. I don't know if you can or not. To be honest, I don't know if you can. Hit that like button for me if you can. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. I'm trying to see. You thought my dentures were slipping? They might be. Not yet. Maybe one day, but not today. Max is over here staring at me like, I like salad too? No, he don't like salad. What's wrong with him? Potential inside bar on the 5-minute. We'll see how it plays. Really, really tight open here. What do we got? Your food intake's gone down since started trading? Oh. Yeah, it's not bad. Mine is, like, I'm not... So I'm back on the diet or lifestyle change, whatever you want to call it. I haven't really gained weight, but I haven't lost weight either, right? Just stayed kind of same point over the last probably month or so. So, water fasting, trading this time is tough? Yeah, for sure. Husk is calling. Hello? Yeah. I'll send it to you in a minute. I'm live, guy. I'm live. We're live on the stream, Husk. All right. See ya. Good old Husk calling to talk. But we're live, Husk. We're live. He didn't know. He forgot. All right, maybe we take this inside bar if it does print here. It's got 30 seconds or so left on it. Looks like it's wanting to break to the downside here. I mean, I do think we could target this imbalance down here at 985. If this prints. It might be last second. It might just push lower. Tagged in here. I'm hearing multiple beeps. I'm not quite sure why. It's weird. Lost all pregnancy weight because of NQ. Hey. Nothing wrong about losing weight, right? Oh, your mental health's gone bad? Nah. NQ short 7 Eastern to 10 Eastern. I saw it mentioned somewhere. I don't know. Let's see kind of what happens here. That's all we can do. I think if we rebalance this gap down here, we may not. The only problem with this play is we could rebalance this before going down, so I don't necessarily love where my stop is there. Might give it more room. Might give it more room up to here. And let's kind of see what happens here. If ES loses this 63.05, which is right where it's at, we should be able to get a little push lower here. I'm going to try to hold for that target down there at the 90. All right, I got the solid 8. All right, we can get the video back now. Now we're back. Yeah, water fasting probably. Could be. As long as I don't go full port, we'll be all right. If we go full port, then it's no bueno. What up, Raul? We're just trading. Doing a little eval here. A little eval play. Let me see what I missed out on earlier. CPI tomorrow likely breaks the range. Let me look at Mancini's newsletter. Let's look at, I like to just look at the part where he says, in levels that are terms of areas I would bid direct. Those are the ones I like to see. Hmm. 82 to 85 is a magnet inside this range, he's saying. If we can flush it perhaps to 62.98 and put a failed breakdown. So yeah, he's kind of thinking the same thing I am there. It's basically the same thing I was thinking. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Same thing. Till I learn something new about breakers, I've never seen someone take in OB in other ways. The guy was taking any pullbacks as long as has liquidity. Oh, interesting. We'll pull back there. Want to see it continue down here, though. S. Biggs, is that how many kids do you have? Is that the only child? Is that your only one? You got more than one? Mm. Can it do it? Ten and three, both boys. They destroy everything working from home. They come crying at least 20 times a day. Yeah. Exactly like the one you have at 320, 325. Interesting. Two boys. Two boys can they can do some destruction for sure. Two boys can do it. Girls can do it too though. In my experience, girls are actually messier than boys, at least young. Man, this thing is not moving. I'm in a short, Ollie. Got a full grown man now. Thank goodness I survived. Mom's made of money. Yeah. That's how it works, right? All right, here we go. Up a few bucks here. See if it can continue. Boys rock. Yeah, boys are cool. I like boys. I like girls too, you know. Kids are kids. Kids are fun. I will say this, you can't necessarily get the boys to rub your feet and rub your back and stuff like that. You still con the girls into do that. You know, they're like between ages of like, I don't know, 6 and 12. They're still willing to do that. Dad'll give you $4 if you rub his back. So. And then they're like, hey, you never paid me. For what? I don't remember owing you any money. But then we're at the store. I'm like, did you bring your cash? No, I thought you were paying for this. What? Say what? You thought I was paying? Come on now. So, you know, then when girls get older, you have to deal with the whole dating thing. So, that's the only negative about that. I have a 21-year-old girl, and then the next one is 14, and she's already... The 21-year-old was never interested in boys until she was like 16. But the 14-year-old, she's already like boy crazy. Can I go over to his house? Hell to the no. You may not. You know his parents. I don't care. Not happening. So we got this wick here. Interesting scenario at this wick. We really could just take that wick and bounce. I don't think we do, though. I think we continue. You're 22, just saying. Uh-oh, Brav. She's already got a boyfriend, Brav. S-Bigs, yeah, I'm kind of, I'm a helicopter parent too, so like, I do everything to try to protect my kids from getting hurt in any way. And so, because of that, you know, I don't know. I just think about every scenario where they could be injured and try to prevent them from getting hurt. And, you know, I'm told that's not the way you're supposed to do it. But let's go, S-Bigs. Nice first profit hit. Wait till I find a condom in the house. Yeah. Black Phoenix, we went through a situation where, with the older one, where, you know, I've always been open in talking about the whole sex thing with them. Like, I don't tell them not to do it, because at the end of the day, if they want to do it, they're going to find a way to do it, right? All you can do is educate them. So if you tell them not to do it, oh, you better not do it, or I'm going to beat your ass, or I'm going to kill you. Well, they're just going to do it anyway, and they're not going to tell you about it. But always had open line of communication with her, and then, you know, found out she was sexually active without her telling me, and had to get her, you know, get her on birth control, whatever. But yeah, just one of those things. Yeah, that's me, S-Bigs. Helicopter all the way. People don't believe it. They're like, what? They don't believe it when they see me or whatever. If they know me and they don't know me as a parent, they think I'm not. They're like, oh, no, he's probably chill. No, I'm not. So, I just don't want them to get hurt. Just don't want them to get hurt, that's all. But, you know, the mom is like, oh, if he falls down the stairs, he'll learn. I'm like, yeah, if he's still alive. If he's still alive, you know. Pawn, no, nothing came out that I know of. I'm looking to see what happens at this wick here. I probably should. So. She said, I never said he could fall down the stairs. Why are you talking shit? They're always listening. Got to be careful what you say there. Get in trouble. No, you get what I'm saying. Oh. Yeah, nice little breakout. 15-second paid pretty good there, too. Man, should I take this off? I don't know, man. I'm tempted to take it off at 04. But I really think it does rebalance that 5-minute gap. Get beat up live on YouTube. Yes, right. Just get attacked. Did not run the 04 there. I'm watching the ES. If it kind of gets to that whole number here, I might. And I wish I had 2 contracts here. I'd take one off. What up, Design Knob? What you up to, bud? Little double bottom there. See if it pushes through. You'd be tightening it up as it gets to 23K. Yeah, it makes sense, right? Max will confirm. I don't know. I guess we never came back down today, huh? So Kid Poker was short from 925. Yeah, I think it's going to go up too. That's my lean, but I do think, like I said, I think it's going to go down to go up, but it's okay to try to catch it both ways, you know? Got a new 15-minute candle coming in 50 seconds. I mean, I could just take profit at 05, 0475. I mean, that is 14 points, but I could, if I was looking to just take the low-hanging fruit here, I could just take profit at 0475. It's 30 EMA on the 15-minute. That's what's holding it up. I mean, ES is at 6302. You got the, is that the initial balance? Yes, from earlier at 6299. Max, come on, bro. Staying below the 9? Yeah, it is for sure. I mean, all the EMAs are starting to point downward here, pretty straight down. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking we could bounce if we sweep the 0475. But then again, I am seeing a little bit of trend line liquidity down here. Maybe down to like 90. Ideally, we'd like to see a little expansion below that, but this time of day, I don't know that we get expansion. Bounce off the 04. Maybe. I do think we got to sweep this 04 level, though. I don't see how it doesn't take that wick, you know? I'm considering even adding one here and just taking it off at 0475. I mean, if it pushes back up into the 15, I definitely will. So the sweep of the 0475, I really want to see a little expansion there. Did I get the TV volume up? Oh, I do. Matches with the breaker thing that I said on the 2-minute chart. Nice. Nice. Got some mail here. What's it say? Junk. No, Raul. You're say all you want, man. You're not spamming. We're not going to send you to the VIP room like some people. CEO of Choppy, yeah, for sure. I'm just waiting to see what happens here at the 0475. I want to see it just push right through there. Expand into that whole number there. I mean, I tempted to take it off at the 04, but we'll see. So there it is, running that wick finally by a tick or two. I'd like to see this 5-minute candle close below that level. I do expect a bounce at 23K. I mean, I really do. Some sort of a bounce. Not going to panic out of it here. Looks like we left equal lows right here as well. I'm just going to take it at 23. I'm going to take it here. That'll be $300. Be a nice little start to the night. I do think we rebalance that gap down at 985. I think we do. But I do also think it's smart to, you know, if I had two minis here, I would have scaled one off at 04 anyway. Allie, right now I mean, just in one mini typically. I'll sometimes go two. It just depends on what the target is. Let's see. Really not moving here. Very, 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 very slow. Slow. All right, let's see here. Can it go? I'm just going to flatten it right there. Just going to go ahead and flatten it. I don't want it to bounce here, which it very well could do. Now that I flattened the trade, it will go without me. Yeah, I'm thinking about the move up, but I want to see how we react to this area down here. I really want to see ES test the 98 level, and I want to see how we react to this level down here. You flatten too? Yeah, I mean, like, it's just, I'm holding there for like an extra 3-4 ticks, right? If it bounces, I'm going to feel bad about it. So I think it's fine to just kill it. Let's go ahead and mark this out. Previous day close. Make that a little bold. I mean, I do think that we rebalanced the 985. Maybe test that 15-minute opening range from earlier. But how slow are we going to get there? How fast are we going to get there? That's the question. Positives right now, the market's calling for 40 points of risk. Today will only downfall. I don't know, Admirals. I don't really... You have TP at 967. I don't go into a day like... You know what I mean? Like with that type of... I don't think about it like that. I just trade whatever the price action gives me. But I don't think 967 is unreasonable. This might be a full port play here. We left triple equal lows. We pull back up to here, kind of like 07. Man, I better not. I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to full port, guys. I'm not supposed to. It's 100% going to run back through this level. I think. I think it is. I may get back in here. Problem is, there's no real stop here. I know it's going to work, but like, it could push back up first. I could get myself in a little bit of a position, you know. I mean, right here is just 3 points. I don't know if it's worth it. Use the ATR and whatever the value. Oh, okay, I got you. Your move. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Sometimes there's a big trade because of big levels on the higher time frame. Big level on the QQQ. Easy pump is short. Every pump is short. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I think 985s makes sense. I mean, so I like your short, but actually might, man, if we sweep this level, I might long. The 20 EMA, Ali, I have the 21 on here. That red line is the 20, but this is a 5 minute. It just seems silly here to need to push back up in order to maybe... If we leave these triple equal lows and we push back up into like the 15, 16 area, I was short off that level. Or if we sweep these, then I think then we'll take the long back up into this area. What up, Mo? Yeah, I wouldn't call it dumping. Yeah, the 200 EMA? Yeah, of course. I just don't have it on my chart, but I used to use the 200. All right, let's see what happens here. I think we push back up into like the 16 level here. So if I short here, the question is, do I short here thinking we take out the 0150? Or do we long here understanding that our stop has to be down here in like the 80 level? Kind of tough to know. I think we got to push back up into that level. Always short on green candles and long on red candles. Kind of what I do, sometimes Admiral, sometimes not, but yeah. Inside bar here on the 5 minutes did break to the upside. Watch today, Rush trade testing the MACD indicator. The failure rate's terrible. Interesting. Not really sure what to do. Got levels on both sides here. It's like, do we long into... I don't know if I long from here into this level, or do I short out of this level? If we break here, there's a momentum short trade. If we go up, we can take a short higher. Yeah, I tend to agree. Took over 5,000 trades. I don't really use the MACD anymore. Here's the thing. I could take the short here. I could just go short. I could just do this. I could just short 1 mini. Right? And just average into it if it pulls back up into this area. I guess that's what I'll do. So we're so close to this, it does feel like we probably take this side first. So let's see. If you guys haven't already hit the like button for me, subscribe. If you're not yet subscribed, does help the channel. We do appreciate it. Thank you. We only got 38 likes here, 63 people watching, so we can do better than that. Well, RPG, I typically would agree with you there, but I think with the triple equal lows on the 5-minute chart, and I know they don't mean as much during this time of day, those triple equal lows during New York would 100% be ran. I would full port to those lows right now, but I'm thinking the rebalance or the retest of the 16 makes a lot of sense. But the right trade here is probably to not take a trade. That's probably the right trade. Wait for the 0150 to get swept, Then maybe you can long off the whole number, looking for the retrace into the 16. That's probably the right play. Or wait and see if 16 gets swept and then short into the whole number. So, one or the other. But right now, we're just going to do it. Andreas, appreciate you. You the man. 23,044. Yeah, I don't know that we get there. I mean, if we do, I don't know. We could. Again, it's fine. We'll just keep averaging into it. And then, here's the thing. I don't feel comfortable longing with triple equal lows below. So I should either wait for those to get swept or for price to push back up into this level. How do you trade the 15-second orb? Basically, you just take the breakout of the first 15-second candle. So you place a limit order at the high and a limit order at the low. I do it with 10 minis and a 4-point stop, 4-point take profit, and that's $800 for $800. It's got about a 78% win rate. So with that, you're going to make money. The VWAP, absolutely right. Market condition testing VWAP do not work. The win rate on the indicator is terrible. Oh, yeah, I don't care about the VWAP. I use the VWAP only for, like, support and resistance. I'm not taking trades off of it, typically. Just like I might use it for, like, an exit point or something. So. Yeah, Admiral, that's true, too. That is true, too. Good point. Excellent point. You gonna get a falafel? I already lost pennies. Looking like it's building a little bear flag here. We'll see. Boop, 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 boop. Again, the safe play is to just wait for one side to sweep and then target the other. But, we're not about being safe sometimes. Is Lucozade a popular drink? Never heard of it. Never heard of it, Mo. Absolutely never heard of it. Take profit trader consistency rule. Tyson's pretty simple. You got to trade 5 days. But you can hit your target in 2 days. So you can't make more than, in the 50K account, you can't make more than 1,500 in 1 day because it's a 50% consistency. Second day, you can make 50% again, which hits your target. Then you can just flip the third, the fourth, the fifth, and then you get into the funded account. Once you get into the funded account, you can literally make as much as you want. So, pretty simple. What up, Alpha? Push up there to what, 13? 13 and a quota. A quota. What's my favorite indicator? Yeah, no consistency rule at all. Dylan in the funded. What's your favorite indicator? I mean, I like the 50 EMA. That's one of my favorite ones, the 50 EMA. I mean, I don't really think, I mean, all indicators are lagging, right? So none of them are giving you, like, you know, great ideas of where price is going. It's just a lagging. They're all lagging at the end of the day. But I do like the 50. What else do I use a lot? Quite a bit. I mean, I like the VWAP as well, for sure. I'm not looking for trades off of it, but it does kind of give you an idea. Pivot points are good. As well. So what I'm going to do is put a couple of sales up here. We'll take it up to 5 minis. So if it hits this 16, we will scale in there to 5 minis. Got an untested wick right there as well. The rest of the day has been a grind. Yeah, true. Tyson, I will take trades off the 50 EMA a lot of the times. I took one today off the 50 EMA. Took one today off the good old 50. I'll show you the trade I took today. Let me find it. Oh, well, I can't show you on this chart. Let me get out of this trade, and then I'll show you the one I took today off the 50. What up, Francis? How you doing? We are short here, 1 mini. The reason why I just want 1 mini down there is because it's not really a setup, right? It's not a setup. You're assuming it goes to that level. Topstep says we are. You're not so sure. Should test the wick at 1675. That wick up there is that, and there. I mean, I see that untested wick. That's why I kind of marked out this area. That's why I was looking as short up there. But I think it's hard for me to long here with the triple equal lows below, right? So hard for me to long there with the triple equal lows. Now, I would long if we sweep this area. I don't mind longing off the 23K. We got 3 minutes till top of the hour here as well. Oh, Maxie, come on. All right, Max, tell it to hit my profit. Tell it to hit my take profit. Tell it, bud. So you hit my take profit. He's worried about the door. The door is closed again, guys. So Max is all, he's like, he's not wanting to be. He's like, put me down. Look at him. He's getting mad at me. All right, I'll put you down, bud. Woo. Oh, yeah, for sure it's slow. Oh, come on. There's hippos on the TV here. Max sees hippos and he goes crazy. Like he can do something with a hippo. All right. So now let's I'm going to jump in long here. I'll average into this long. Assuming we get a bounce off the 23K here. We'll see. If we don't, we don't. You know, it's all right. Just a little more. Yeah, I could probably wait. Max, come on, man. Let me open this door for the dog. Put them in there. Let's let them in there. All right. It hit the 23K there. It did on the dot. It did on the dot. See if we get the push back up here. Maybe the top of the hour here gives it to us. I don't know. Top of the hour here. Got a little twitchy there. A little twitchy. A little twitchy. Let's just see what we get here. The difficult part of this trade for me is like really knowing when to go to break even here. I'm not sure. Normally I would just take this trade up. Let's just do what we would normally do. Let's do that. Normally we would take this trade up to like the 10. Even though I think it makes it to the 16. Let's just do what we normally would do. Although I normally probably would be in from the 23,000. You know what? I think I'm going to kill this. I'm going to kill this. I'm not showing the patience that I should show here. Because even though I think ultimately we go to this level, it very well could be possible for us to test this before we go here. So do I really want to hold this trade into this much drawdown? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. It might make more sense to short off this level than to try to long to this level. If you get what I'm saying. What up, Ruwan? You're going long to the uncontested wick. Yeah, Dylan, I think, like, I think it's a good level to maybe do that with. But I just think that there's a decent probability that we test 985. And I want to see ES test 6298. I think those levels make more sense to long out of. To me, those are safer levels to long out of. Now, if it bounces here and it goes to 16 without me, then that's okay. We can just look for a short out of that area. But we'll see. Because my initial idea when I came into the market today was, and this is where I get myself in trouble sometimes. I change and I fade my initial idea. Like my initial idea is for us to test this level and then go up. So I don't know why I'm trying to like fade that. You know, why am I trying to fade that idea? Especially when it's actually playing out, right? It's playing out the way I thought. So guys, we'll do a Take Profit Trader giveaway if we can get to the giveaway threshold. Currently, we need still. I want to get at least 5 sales a day, and currently we're not getting that. We still need 14 sales to get to that level. Today we've only gotten what did we get today? 3 sales. So we need like $1,400 more to hit the payout threshold. Or not payout threshold, to hit the giveaway threshold here. We can give away two 50K accounts once we get to 15 or 10,000 in sales. We're at 8,600. So it's up to you guys. I give those accounts away. You know, every time. I mean, I only use like a couple of them I've used for myself, but for the most part, I give them away. Traders enjoy pain. Yeah. I don't know if we enjoy pain, but it happens. So we're back on the diet kick, guys. We're gonna start back up the series. I am gonna go walk this evening for a little bit. Just get in a walk, and then so we'll have another video coming out soon on that in the next day or two. No, Ruan. Well, I didn't stream during this time. I think did I stream? No, I streamed last night. Yeah, yesterday. So usually I'll do like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I might skip Wednesday and then do Thursday. Like usually like 3 to 4 Asia streams a week is what I'm shooting for. That's typically what I shoot for. You have alerts? Awesome. I do think it's just sweeping lower to go up ultimately. If I'm right, you can just put a micro long and go to sleep, you know? Put one micro long, go to sleep. And again, if this pushes up and sweeps the 16 here, we will try to short from there. Oh, really? Interesting, Ruan. Yes, RPG. You got to wait till the market closes. So, like, if you pass it tonight, you'll have to wait till tomorrow evening to activate it. Gonna be spicy tomorrow? Yeah. Mo, I typically, if I'm looking to pass evals, I'll either hedge long and short right before the news, or if I'm trying to just pass them all without failing, I will just like put a limit order above and below price, a few points, maybe above or below the swing, maybe 15, 20 points above, 15, 20 points below, and just look for my 20 points that I need to get the account passed. Hedging kind of guarantees you pass one side. Doing it the other way, the bracketing, doesn't always guarantee that you even get tagged in. Or you might get tagged in both sides and lose. Could. Thank you, Ruan. We appreciate you being here. Yeah, we can push the likes. We got 51 likes. Bulenox is still 90% off, guys. Again, trade day 40% off, no activation fee. Take profit trader 40% off, no activation fee. APEX is 80% off with an activation fee. APEX code is myth. All the other codes are MM. All the other codes are MM there. I do have a code with, My Funded Futures as well. You can get 50% off using code MM with My Funded Futures with your first purchase, and then 15% thereafter. And then Tradeify, you can use my link and their code to get 50% off your first purchase, and then 35% off every purchase thereafter. So keep that in mind. If you want to help support the stream, we do appreciate it. Man, I might just I just park an order up here just in case I'm not looking and it like pushes up. Might just do that. Park an order up here just in case it comes back. $25K TPT code, Dylan, it's just MM. I mean, same thing, right? Do they have 25K? Yeah, they do. Yeah, MM should get it for like $90 or so. $90, I think. Let me see how much the 25K is. 25K. It's $90. No activation fee for the 25K. 85 incoming. RPG, I tend to think so as well. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to do this first. It's kind of my lean, but you very well could, do that as well. You don't want to interfere, but go for at least the 50K. Yeah, I like the 50K too. But, I mean, the 25Ks, to be honest, the 25Ks are easier to pass, number one. And number two, they are easier to get to pay out. In the funded account, you only get $500 extra in drawdown. I guess it's worth it. The difference in the price between the 50K and the 25K, the upfront cost is probably worth it to go for the 50, but some people are comfortable with the 25s. I know Pine uses a lot of the 25Ks. I think he likes them because they're $200 less to reset the funded account. So it's like $460 to reset the funded account versus like $650 with the 50K. But yeah, up front, I do think just pay the extra $12 would make sense. But it depends, it depends on, everybody trades different, so who knows? Who knows? We do have an SMT here with ES. Man, this is tempting to go long. It's tempted. How would I approach 150K Topstep XFA? Well, here's the thing, Mo. Very important to note with Topstep, okay? When you have a 150K XFA, your drawdown is what, $4,500, right? I think. Something like that. However, in order to take a payout, you need to have 5 $200 days or more, right? So let's just give you an example. One thing to be aware of. Let's say you make $2,000 in profit, you take out $1,000. Well, now your drawdown is not $4,500. It's now $1,000. So whatever you leave in the account is now the drawdown. So that's the tough part. Yeah, exactly, Mo. That's what I'm talking about. So if you're at 2K and you take a 1K payout, you now have $1,000 in drawdown left, not $4,500. That's why the 150Ks are they're tricky with Topstep. You really need to get to 4,500, 5,500, even 6,500. Get to 6,500 in profit, take out $2,000, leave yourself the $4,500, because otherwise doesn't really make sense to have the 150K account. You know what I mean? So, but other than that, you know, I think the 50K account is the account that makes the most sense with Topstep, for that reason. Because when you take a payout, you lose the drawdown. You only have the drawdown for what you left in the account. And then also they cap you at 50%. That's why I like My Funded Future so much, because they're very similar to Topstep in that you can make 5 $100 days to get to payout. But let's say you make $1,200 in profit, you can take out the entire $1,100 and just kill the account and start over if you wanted to. So, yeah, RPG makes sense, right? You leave yourself $2,500, but like, then again, at $2,500, it's like, it's basically a 50K account at that point. It's no longer 150K. So I don't think it makes any sense to have the 150K, but if you've already gotten it and you want to have the drawdown, I just say you just need to target higher profits. That's all. So instead of trying to target maybe like $200 to $300 a day, maybe you target $800 to $1,000 a day. Get your 5 winning days. You're at 5K. Take out 1,500, leave yourself 3,500, something like that. So there is an SMT right here at the lows. I do think there's a possibility that we push up here, but not going to take the long. You didn't leave enough, lost the 850. Yeah. And that's the problem. Like, that's your profit that you can't take out, but it's profit that you made. So the $200 a day looks attractive, but it's really not that attractive. I like the $100 a day with My Funded Futures much better, because you can just make $1,200. You can take out $1,100, or you can make $2,500, take out $1,200, and still have $1,200 in drawdown, right? So those are the options. I like My Funded Futures better when it comes to that scenario. We're doing pretty well on our trade day accounts. We've got one of them a little over halfway, and the other ones are maybe like 300 below halfway. So we're doing pretty well with those. And our Tradeify account is about $1,000 away from being funded. So, yeah, Mo, it's just MM. My code for every prop firm is MM except for Lucid and Apex. Lucid, my code is not. They gave me some weird code. Need to reach out to them. I haven't done that. I need to reach out to them and get that code. See if I can get a custom code. What up, Mad Boxy? How you doing? You can see my trade day accounts here. These are up $1,100, and then this one's up $1,478. So we're cruising along. This one's on day 4. These are on day 3. So looking to get those funded. And then Tradeify. We are at, on this account here, $1,500. We need another $1,500 to get it passed. So that's where we're sitting. Taking it slow, not trying to do anything crazy. One day at a time. You would take 50% any day over a buffer, then cap payouts. Well, here's the thing, though, Mad Moxie. This is the thing about buffer. The buffer in of itself sounds like a bad thing, but it does help you keep the account long term, right? The way the 50% works, it almost encourages a person. It dangles the fruit in front of your face. It says, Mad Moxie, you could take out $1,000 right now. You could take it out right now, but you're only going to have 1,000 left in drawdown. It dangles it in front of your face. Here it is, Mad Moxie, take it. But at least with the buffer, you know you can't take it, and you know maybe you keep the account longer. I don't know. So yeah, exactly, Mad Moxie. You're not wrong. They dangle the little carrot in front of your face. That's what they do. All right, can we push this thing up here? I mean, if we get above 10 here, if we get above that VWAP, I might long into the 16. Might not be the smartest thing in the world to do, but we might do it. But that being said, you guys got to make your own decisions when it comes to these prop firms. You're going to decide which one you want to use, which rules you want to go with, and things like that. You know, it's different for everybody. How do I request a custom code on Lucid? Let me see. Topstep combines are cheaper. Think should make losing it isn't a big deal. Yeah, Mo, that's one way. I mean, I get what you're saying there. I would still, I mean, like, yeah, I guess that's true. How can I change this campaign name? Oh, okay. They did get my code updated. Let's go. So my coupon code is MM on Lucid as well. I guess I did request it. Biggest decision is when to take a payout. Do you take it immediately? Then how much do you take out? Yeah. I like to take it immediately. Me, myself, I want to pay myself. I want to pay myself. That first 50 touch actually paid there. I didn't even really even see it. I think I was already short. 6 of one and half of the other. Yeah. Exactly. Several different ways to do it. You just got to decide what's best for you. Yes, pushing back above the 302 level here. I do think we push up into the 16. How we get there, when we get there, I don't know. I don't know. We'll be on vacation next week, guys. However, I will still be throwing in streams here and there. Probably stream the first 30 minutes to an hour of New York, and then the maybe 1 hour at Open for Asia. Still putting in the work even on vacation. And we'll be making some content for you guys along the way while we're on vacation. Post a little content. Oh, I did tell someone I was going to show them the 50 touch that I took earlier. Let me do that. Let me do that. The one that we took earlier was right here. So you can see we had a cross here, and then we pushed up, and here's the first 50 touch that I took. So longed right there just for 10 points. Kind of had the protection of the 90 level. You had initial balance high sitting there. So I took that one right there. So you can see we have the cross here, crosses, and then the very first touch. Easy peasy. And then another trade that I took today was this right here. And this is actually where Oracle and I were in two different trades. I was actually back testing this last night if anybody was on. Previous day close, the first touch off the previous day close. I went in with two minis here. I took one off at 10 points. And I put the stop to break even. You can see it pushed back up, stopped me out on the runner by 5 points, and then pushed back down 27 points. So, a couple of nice trades there that played out really, really well during that New York session today. Marking out that previous day close level is I back tested at. So far, it's got about an 80% win rate, which is pretty solid. Pretty solid. The first touch of the previous day close, which I got marked out here for tomorrow, and I'm talking about the 5 p.m. close. So you see the close of this candle here. Mark it out. Just the very touch after 9:45 a.m. That's what I was doing in the back test. I did take a Harami candle that I had been back testing as well today, and that one failed. That one failed. Got a new 5-minute candle here. Did we leave? Let me see. Man, I am so tempted to long here. I could do it with a 10-point stop. Problem is kind of testing this short term. Kind of breaking out of that. The 5-minute inside bar. Yeah, I like the inside bar too. I've not back tested that yet. I am going to be looking at that next, Dylan. That's one of the things I'm going to be looking at. That's why I took the short off of earlier, a little 5-minute inside bar play. I think it was at 610, 605. Yeah. I could take this here. I do think we go to the 16. Just press the like button. Psst, guys. Just do it. I'm thinking 16. I like the long to 16. I mean, we're above the 50 MA here, but I don't know. I don't know. Heard Pine talking about gold, so I figured I'd take a look at it. Let me mark your levels out. Mark the old levels out here. Close above, long, target, target. There we go. What up, Thomas? Can you explain the options in my funded futures? I see starter, starter plus, expert, and expert to live. Okay, Mo, you have two options here, in my opinion. Starter, you got no consistency rule in the eval, which means you can pass it in one day. However, once you're funded in the starter, you have a 40% consistency rule. You also only get 5% off the starter account if you've already used your 50% off coupon. Starter plus, you have a 50% consistency rule in the eval, which means you need 2 days to pass it. But once you're funded, you don't have any consistency rule, and you can make as much as you want. Both of those, you need 5 $100 days to get to payout. The expert account, you can pass it in one day. The profit target is higher. It's $4,000 instead of $3,000. There's no consistency. There's no scaling. However, once you're funded, you can only take a payout every 14 calendar days. So while there's no minimum days to get to payout as far as monetary wise, it does take 14 calendar days to get to payout. Not traded days, just calendar days. And the eval to live, expert to live, I have no idea about that one. I wouldn't take that one. So, yeah, wealth charts are off 90% off at Apex. I don't get credit for that, but if you guys are interested in wealth charts, you could pick those up for 90% off at Apex right now. But that's the breakdown, Mo. Me personally, I think the Starter Plus is a good account. I probably go with that. I'm not opposed to taking a starter account, though. I think either of those are good. Right now, they're only offering 3 accounts. Rumor has it they're going to bump that up to 5, I think, soon. I don't think they've announced that yet, but that's what I heard. So, that's the word on the street, anyway. If you didn't know, the word on the street. I was over behind Wendy's. I saw a design knob over there. We were talking about it. So right now I'm just waiting. You know, if we start to push up above the VWAP here, like I said, I am a little tempted to long here. But this thing's just not moving, guys. Just waiting, guys. Not much to do here. I might actually just park this short on the 16 level and just leave it. Maybe. Park it and leave it. What is today? Today's the 14th. All right. I mean, I do think if we get above VWAP here that it's kind of should get it. It's only 5 points, though. All right, here we go. This thing is just chopping here, guys. It's not tough to trade. Look at all, we're on the 1 minute chart. Look how all these imbalances on the 1 minute. It's crazy. This is dead. Just dead. It's dead, guys, I tell you. All right, I do think I'm going to go ahead and call it here, guys. Again, I'm doing the old exercise thing, so I need to go get some exercise in. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll be back. Maybe I'll stream a little later tonight. I don't know. We'll see. We might. But otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow, maybe 8:30 for the CPI report. We appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time.